It's weird though. So we go through 9/11 now. Like, do we think about it much? No. Should we? Should we think about it much? Should I continue rambling about this? Well, it's 9:09 p.m. just now. So it would be terribly symbolic of me to end this in 2 minutes, wouldn't it? That's another thing. Do we pursue our symbolism? I'm watching the clock now. Do we? I don't know. It's like you want to remember, but forget? You don't want to forget. Never forget. Of course not. But what do you call it when you go throughout your day without remembering? Isn't that kind of forgetfulness? Isn't that... I don't know. I'm all still worried about another 9/11 happening again. Yeah. Hope not. I hope we've done the right thing. Well, I'm sure not all of our decisions have been right. I hope we've made America safer. Right? I hope we made the world safer. I hope we can look at ourselves with honesty. There's another thing. Because there's some people saying, the terrorists are evil and they killed civilians. Which, guess what? That's very true. It is very true. Unfortunately, truth is rather complicated. There are other people on the opposite end of the spectrum, and in the minority, who said this is all our fault. That we've been messing around in the Middle East and we caused people to hate us and therefore they killed us. Well, obviously, if they killed our freaking civilians, that isn't exactly justified. Just the guy working at the World Trade Center had nothing to do with U.S. foreign policy. Come on. This is why we don't kill civilians. Oh, it's 9/11 now. Did you notice? The truth of the matter is, we have made some policy decisions which have led to desperation in certain areas, right? I mean, we gave weapons to Osama bin Laden once upon a time, back when the Soviets were invading Afghanistan during the Cold War, and we wanted to keep the communists out of any country they were not currently in. So we gave some weapons to Osama bin Laden. And no, the United States government did not plan September 11th. Freaking conspiracy theorists. Yeah, I posted that video. Crazy conspiracy theorists. And all these people were like, 9/11 was caused by the U.S. government, and... Oh, it was not. I don't know how far I want to get dragged into that debate, but... Look it up, guys. And they're like, no, the building's, collapsed in a way that was a controlled demolition. I'm like, really? The National Institute of Science Technology... Wait, did I say that right? NIST. Go look at the thing on the side where I describe the video description. Yes, I can talk. And there's a whole bunch of links there to various things. But there's a dozen and one scientific organizations that are like, yeah, no, this worked out pretty much as the official story says it was. I am annoyed by conspiracy theorists. I'm sorry. No, I'm annoyed by illogical people. Some of them happen to be conspiracy theorists. Something. Bah! But anyway, there's that, the cause of 9/11. And we were partially involved. It's kind of like, if say you're a boss, right, and you've got this employee and you fire him, right, because you maybe don't like the guy, whatever. So you tell him you're out. The next day, he comes up to you with a gun and shoots you in the face. Well, obviously, that's wrong. He has no right to shoot at you. He should go to jail. Right. At the same time, you can see how firing him may have provoked him into shooting you. Does that mean you deserve to be shot? No. This is where truth gets complicated. But we've done some things, well-intentioned things, really, in the Middle East. We give weapons to this group or the other group. Daily Show did a whole thing on this. You should look up that segment. Give weapons to this group or the other group. People fight each other. And there's desperation. And there's, and the people we supporting aren't exactly democratic. And they're... Just... Do the people in those planes and those buildings deserve to die? No. At the same time, we have made bad decisions as a country. It is such a messy thing to talk about. So hard to get on what you're saying. I don't know. Who knows? Anything here. And there's a question of who's been milking 9/11 for political gain, and who's been, ignoring it and remembering it, and who's... I don't know, guys. All I know is it's September 11th. And 6 years ago, a great evil struck America. And I'm not sure how much you remember that. And even more so, 6 years ago, once evil struck us, we responded. With love for each other, most of the time. We said we would cherish everyone who'd survived. And I'm not so sure we have. Could be much worse, yes. We could be much better, couldn't we? Which I guess is something you can say about any day of the year. Thanks for watching. See you later.